Australian, but in Australia there are two TV shows featuring Hapa male protagonists, or at least important visible characters. So of course you would say, ah yes, it's amazing that we finally have Hapa male representation on TV. One of these shows is called The Family Law. The Family Law is about a Chinese American family or Chinese Australian family, and you can see here one of the characters is a Hapa male. There's also a show in Australia called Neighbours, which features not one but two Hapa males who happen to play twins. One of these characters, one of these actors, is the same actor as is found on The Family Law as the picture I just showed you. He also has a co-star who is also half Asian. All of these characters, these two twins, as well as the original character that I just showed you, play the sons of white men and Asian women. There's one big fucking problem though. Both of these actors are the sons of Asian men and white women. Both of them, as you can see, have Japanese fathers and European mothers. So what's going on here? They couldn't find any sons of white men and Asian women, despite the fact that Australia is literally filled to the brim with these kind of couples. How come they need the sons of Asian men and white women to play confident, outgoing Eurasian sons on TV? Well, you would assume, oh, the producer of Neighbours has no idea. There's no difference between Asian men and white women. He couldn't have made such a conscientious casting choice. Except when you realize that this is the producer of Neighbours, who is a gay Asian man that only sucks and fucks white men. So how come a gay Asian man that only sucks and fucks white men can only find the sons of Asian men and white women to be on his TV show? Huh? Oh, of course, this is just a coincidence, you're going to say. Eurasian writers, this is all just a coincidence. Do you recognize who this is? This is Chloe Bennett. Chloe Bennett is on a show called Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. by Marvel. She plays a character who is the daughter of a white man and an Asian woman. Except Chloe Bennett isn't her real name. Her real name is Chloe Wong and her father is Chinese. Some of you might know what this is. This is the reboot of the famous movie series called Rush Hour that used to feature Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker. Instead, it features a Hapa male. This Hapa male's name? John Fu. His father is Chinese. Some of you might recognize this guy. Not only was he on the show Amazing Race with his white girlfriend, but he's also a very, very, perhaps the most famous Vine star for his very, very immaculate special effects vines. His name is Zach King. You would say, oh, Zach King, he's got a white last name. He must have a white dad and Asian mom. If you look up his Facebook, which is publicly available, Zach King has a Chinese father. Some of you might recognize this guy from a very famous Netflix show called Marco Polo. His name is Remy Hai. His father is Chinese. Some of you might recognize this woman from the show House of Cards. Her name is Sandrine Holt. You'd say, finally, a white dad, Asian mom. No, Sandrine Holt's father is Chinese. Here we have the Netflix show called Daredevil. We see this woman playing the character Elektra. This is played by a woman named Elodie Young, whose father is Chinese. Some of you might recognize this woman. In case you don't, she was on 2 weeks ago, The Walking Dead, and almost headlined the entire episode. Some of you might have recognized her as being Blasian. In fact, she is. However, she's a rarity because her father is Korean and her mother is Black American. So somebody want to tell me why the vast majority of half Asians on TV, including the ones that are playing the sons and daughters of more common couples, all have Asian fathers and white mothers? Or in this case, black mothers? Gee, I don't know. What could white men, racist white men, who look down on Asian people and Asian women who hate Asian men and idealize blue eyes and blonde hair and integration and look down on Asian people in general? What could they possibly be doing wrong? that they can't even produce enough children to represent themselves on TV. I don't know, but you lose. Goodbye.